Congratulations on your consideration or purchase of a United States Stove Company pellet-fueled appliance. By heating your home with wood pellets, you are doing your part to conserve our nation's primary energy resources. Rather than contributing to climate change, you will be burning a carbon-neutral green fuel, considered environmentally friendly. Wood pellets are clean, easy to handle and store, and are often otherwise waste products from the timber and agricultural industries. This short video is designed to demonstrate a typical installation, this one using our popular 5510, but refer to the owner's manual for more detailed instructions and alternative installations. Or, if you are viewing this video before purchasing your appliance, the installation and operation manual may be downloaded from www.usstove.com. As with all our heating appliances, we strongly recommend a professional installation. However, if great care is taken, the average home handyman can make this simple installation. Still, have the final installation reviewed by a competent installer. If you have done your homework and have selected the proper location for your stove or furnace, you are ready to start. The appliance will be in a carton and atop a pallet. Use a hand truck and a helper to move the appliance to its predetermined location. We recommend drawing a detailed plan of the installation, including all dimensions and verifying the requirements in the manual, both inside and outside the home. Take care in your placement. Your future satisfaction and safety are important. The following takes place in a dealer's showroom and is intended for general display purposes only. Responsibly discard the bag, as it is not a play toy and could harm small children. Please take time to read the manual carefully, especially the flue and venting guidelines. Then begin preparations for placement of the stove at its desired location. You must follow closely the clearances listed in the owner's manual, being sure to allow extra space for access to the side panels for routine maintenance. Once you have satisfied all aspects of the venting installation and have the proper placement, you are ready to begin final assembly of your heater. Unpack all parts and assembly components, checking them against the diagram list for your particular model. Parts may be found in the hopper, firebox, and/or ashtray if so equipped. Now you should open and inventory the vent kit you have selected, saving the instructions for frequent reference. Floor protection is mandatory when installing on a combustible floor or floor covering. As you can see here, we have selected and already installed an attractive, non-combustible UL-listed stove board, one which is properly sized according to the manual. To ensure an accurate installation of the venting components and any wall openings, a handy template can be found online, or you can make your own as the installer is doing here. Always refer to the owner's manual. Remember, careful and precise measurements will save you time and ensure a safe and professional job. After making marks in the appropriate places on the wall, proceed to cut your holes to accommodate the fittings for the venting. Following the procedure outlined by the venting manufacturer, install each component into and through the interior wall. Level the trim pieces and secure with screws. Most effective installations vent directly through the rear wall as shown here, with the fresh air hookup adjacent, keeping in mind the required distances removed from each other on the outside. Now we move outdoors. Again, this video was shot in a showroom and not with a real exterior wall. As with the inside, we are installing the mounting plate first, using liberal application of high heat silicone cement at each joint. We install all components of the vent kit, finishing with the elbow and finally the termination cap. First step is fueling, which is done by opening a 40-pound bag of pellet fuel to be emptied into the hopper. Depending upon the feed rate, 40 pounds will last from as long as 20 hours to as little as 7 hours. Fill the hopper to capacity if you desire to do so later. A word about pellet storage. Most successful pellet users buy their pellets in bulk. usually a 2-ton pallet consisting of 50 40-pound bags. They are kept stored in a dry environment and covered with a plastic tarp to ensure they remain dry. Wet or damp pellets cause a lot of problems. Now that we have a good supply of pellets in the hopper, we are ready to start our fire. Important note: see the micro switch located along the top rim of the hopper. Anytime the hopper lid is left open, the stove will not run. This is a safety feature. Keep the hopper lid closed while in operation. Only open to refuel or for maintenance. To begin firing, press the on button and release. After a short time, you will notice pellets beginning to fall into the burn pot. Within approximately 5 minutes, the auto igniter will start your fire. You will know it is working once you see smoke rising from the fire pot. Familiarize yourself with the control panel. You will be able to automatically set the heat range most desirable to your circumstances. The manual describes in detail the operation of this control board. We do not recommend experimentation without a thorough knowledge of each setting. The factory default setting is usually sufficient. This next scene depicts a lazy fire, one indicating an overfeed of the fire pot due to an error in operation, usually the wrong feed rate. When this occurs and you see a lot of smoke and eventually a receding fire, it is important to turn the unit off. Never unplug. Turning to off will allow the heater to go through the very necessary shutdown procedure. Otherwise, you may experience smoke backing into the room. Should your igniter fail to work after many uses, there is a precise method for manual start. Use only products specifically designed for safe starting of the fire, never using such flammables as depicted, and never use such a flammable liquid to freshen up a dying fire. Periodic maintenance, including a general cleanup, is required as outlined in the manual. As pictured, this stove has been burned nearly continuously for 5 weeks and is overdue. It is best to begin this cleaning with all or nearly all of the fuel exhausted from the hopper. Use gloves and have a long probe such as a screwdriver handy, along with a very necessary shop-type vac. Remove and clean the burn pot. Vacuum all exposed surfaces. Note any items needing attention, such as the glass gasket on this stove. Remove the left and right cleanout slides and vacuum the area behind them. Replace the slides. Thoroughly clean the hopper to remove fines, small particles of sawdust, which are responsible for auger jams. Here we are overriding the safety switch to show the auger turning and the importance of keeping foreign objects such as a screw out of the works. Again, auger jams cause serious problems and need to be avoided. Another excellent reason to keep the hopper lid closed is shown by the accidental drop of a child's toy. That would stop the auger and the heater very quickly. Finally, empty the ash pan and the cleanout tee, preferably located on the outside of the home, as our installation shows. The special ceramic glass used in this appliance requires careful maintenance. To clean thoroughly, it is best to remove the complete door and assembly from the stove. Use caution as it is quite heavy. Simply brush or vacuum any loose ash from all surfaces. Use only glass cleaners containing no abrasives to clean the glass, such as these depicted. Follow the manufacturer's instructions for a super clean viewing glass. Our final segment explains and gives examples of normal operating sounds created by the various components. The fuel auger, which is intermittent in nature. The exhaust blower, which is on constantly as long as the heater is on. The room or circulation blower, on once the temperature has reached operating level.